welcome to the new vlog. It's Tuesday, October 12th. Generally I know I start my videos on Mondays, but I've been busy. Today I finished Mirror's Edge by Scott Westerfeld, and it was pretty okay. It was a 3-star read. I don't understand how this is the same universe as the Uglies universe, especially having just reread the Uglies books. Like, I get that they use the same languaging and stuff, but there's just some things that don't really correlate to me, and so I'm just like, you good? So that's how I feel about that. Then there's, I finished The Measure of Magic by Terry Brooks, which is the next genre book. I have, only 8,000 more to go. I think I have like 10 left. There really is that many, but I did, finish that, so that's great. Then I am currently reading Games Wizards Play, which is the continuation of the Young Wizard series that I did a video on. It's really good so far, and it's definitely not for people who have not read all of the rest of the books, because they are mentioning lots of characters that we've already seen before and lots of concepts that we've already seen before. This really feels like a nice closure of everything by putting everything together in this one final space, this one final competition, and bringing everybody back to talk to experience things together, and it's just kind of interesting to see all of that and to read it. I am enjoying it. I'm starting The Botanist's Guide to Party Favors and Poisons and Party Favors, I think is what it's called. That's an arc. I'm going to be starting that a little bit later, and that's it. I don't have a whole lot of life stuff to add right now. This week is going to be crazy. I just got back from my partner's house. I was there because I flew in last night and I didn't want to drive home at night, and his parents' house is closer to the airport that we flew into than mine is, and so I will be going back to his house on the 15th. He will eventually be moving in here, but that's a whole thing. I will be heading back to his on the 15th, and then I won't be back again on the 19th, so the next Tuesday, and then it's Bella's birthday weekend. That's his birthday weekend, and then Bella's birthday weekend, back to back. So just very busy because of that, and I have a doctor's appointment and everything. It's just gonna be a little bit nuts. And I do have my wisdom tooth still growing in and causing me a lot of pains. I gotta deal with that. And Cotter, only eats while I'm talking on video, apparently, so she is just staying consistent with that one. I'm gonna go though, because I'm fucking exhausted. And yeah, I've been married a little over a week now, and I've only spent 2 nights with my husband. Just because life, and we hadn't really planned on eloping. We weren't gonna get married until next year, so that just kind of made figuring out living situations a little bit bump in the road, just because I'm not getting rid of my stuff, and we have to figure out what to do with his stuff in the interim. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, thanks, bye.
It's kinda crazy.
Oh, I forgot to update yesterday. Hello. We're in a flash flood warning at the moment, which is all well and good. I did get Bella to get me the Miss Peregrine books down. I asked for just one. The first 2 were on the highest bookshelf, so I could not obtain them. So I had to get the tall people in my house to get them for me. This book is in here upside down. Love that. Why don't... This is very cool. The rest of the books that they own are paperback, but this is very solid. This is very neat. It's in the same category of cool hardback as the series of Unfortunate Events is for me, I think. So, yeah, I'm gonna be reading that with my eyes and my ears both. I'm very tired though. I maybe had a little bit to drink last night. Not a lot. I did manage myself appropriately, but it's just enough to get my head a little buzzed, so hurting a little bit today. So yeah, yesterday I read Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson, and holy shit, that's a heavy book. I knew it was a heavy book. People had warned me it was a heavy book, so I was not surprised going in, but Jesus fucking Christ, that was a heavy book. I enjoyed it,
Do I recommend it? I don't know. It's a heavy book. I also finished The Bronze Key by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. That was fine. It was fine. It was just fine. And then The Lost Girls, that was okay. It was not as amazing as I expected. I wanted more from it, I think, and I simply did not get it. So, that's how I feel about that one. That's everything I read? Yeah, I think that's everything I read. I did start A Botanist's Guide to Parties and Poisons. So far it's pretty good. It is very like dinner mystery vibes. Like you'd go to a mystery dinner, a murder mystery dinner. What are those called? You'd go to one of those and it feels like that, I guess. It's the best explanation I have for it. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have right now. Hopefully I'll update later. I am gonna dye my hair today to do the pink and blue. So for Harley Quinn. You guys didn't see my Harley Quinn makeup yesterday. It was pretty solid. It was my like trial run for Halloween because I'm being Harley and Bella's being Poison Ivy. Are we doing anything for Halloween? Probably not, but we're prepared. My costume should be delivered next week too, which is exciting. I'm gonna go though. I hope you have a great day. Okay, thanks, bye.
The kinds of things life throws at you. I never knew I'd feel so safe in your arms. Now you're all I need. It wasn't long before I knew that I fell for you and you had my heart. As fast as the seasons changed, my heart was stolen. Parts of me that were broken found love, and no amount of distance can.
Hopefully it's not too dark in my room. Hello, hi, dyed my hair. Don't love it. Don't love it. This side is supposed to be very pink, or more pink at the very least, and it's not. So I don't like that. It is a split dye situation, but it's for Halloween. So next weekend I will probably be buying pinker dye, or this weekend, I haven't decided yet. I'm about to head to my husband's parents' house, celebrate his birthday. We did have some bad news today. Shmao, our blue-eyed, cross-eyed baby, he got really sick really quickly, and he did have to be put down today. And we're all very sad about it. I don't do death the correct way. I don't react to death the correct way, so I don't want anyone to be like, oh, you seem very sad. Like, I don't want any of that. That's just, I am trauma response to death, and it is not responding to death. Other than making inappropriate jokes. So that's all I'm going to say on the matter, but that is something that's going on. I read a lot today. A lot. I read, what did I read? A lot. I read Kingdom of the Cursed, which was a 1-star book because nobody told me, okay, that's not true. When I put it on hold, nobody told me it was a, okay, it's storming? Oh, yeah, a new adult book. I did not know it was a new adult book. I thought it was a young adult book, and it is not. Don't like that. Didn't like that. There's a lot of smut. No plot, all smut. And then also there's the whole issue with chapter 17, in which there is something that is completely not consented to that occurs. And then I'm supposed to root for them as a couple. No, I don't want to. Thank you, goodbye. That's it. Then I also read The Devil Makes 3, which I've been meaning to read. It's a physical book that I've owned because Illumicrate had it. It was really good. The thing is, though, it was a really hard book to review because the slow parts were really slow, but then the good parts were amazing. I also loved the way that they did the devil in this book. I thought that it, I don't want to talk about it without like spoiling it outright. I know you guys know that I don't always mind spoiling things, but this one, I think that if you like my recommendations based around like the witchy shit and the religious trauma shit, you might like The Devil Makes 3. Does it have religious trauma? No, not really, but it still pings those parts of my brain. I will say it is heterosexual though, so that's unfortunate, but otherwise I thought it was good. But I will say there are parts where it's just very slow, and that sucks. So I gave it a 4.5, rounded it up. I also finished A Botanist's Guide to Parties and Poisons. That is an arc that I've been reading for the last like week. 3.5 rounded up. I guessed who did it, who done it, like in chapter 2. So that always makes me not enjoy a mystery thriller as much. However, I thought that the science and the detective work was great. I also really found the romance part of it a bit lighthearted, and I enjoyed it for that. I, however, found that the book focused a little bit too much on the romance and not enough on the mystery detective work or whatever, which I guess you don't really have to focus on it when it's already been solved in like chapter 3. Chapter 2, chapter 3, when you, the reader, can already solve it. So I guess that makes sense, but didn't love that. I also did find that there were points where I just didn't care what was happening. I was like, this is too much information and I'm bored. So it's a 3.5, 3.5. I haven't really settled on that, and I'll settle on it when I write my review, because again, it was an arc, but we'll get there when we get there. And, yeah, I also finished The Silver Mask by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. That is the next book in the Magisterium series. I liked this one the best. This is the best one so far. You know, Cole has the spirit of this, like, horrible person in his body or whatever, and, like, they can, the something of death, the, like, defeater of death or some shit, I don't know. And I enjoyed this one better. Our characters are aging a little bit with the traumatic events that are happening, but they also still have a little bit of lightheartedness to some things that, you know, kids that age would. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Much better than the other ones, honestly. So, yeah. Yesterday, I also finished Steel Striker by Marie Lu, and I'm gonna be honest, it was amazing. I enjoyed it so much. I like Marie Lu's writing a lot, but the conclusion of this story and, like, the epilogue that we got and everything, I just really enjoyed reading it. It was fun for me. Also read The Girls Are Never Gone, and that book sucked. So, well, not sucked. I gave it 3 stars. I gave it 3 stars because it had, you know, queer representation, great. Diabetes representation, great. And that's it. At no point, though, was I like, this sucks and I don't want to read it anymore, which usually means it gets more than 2 stars. This, though, I wanted nothing more. Or this, like Kingdom of the Cursed, I wanted nothing more than to die instead of finish reading that book. But I pulled through for the plot, which you don't get until chapter 32, 33. And then you get plot, and then it's like, wow, great. So yeah, Art did tell me which chapters I could skip due to smut. I don't like to read smut. Y'all know that. It's not my favorite anyway. But I especially don't like this kind of smut and this kind of writing of smut. It just feels icky to me, and I don't like that. If you do, that's fine. It's just not for me. And the majority of the chapters were chapters that I needed to skip because of smut. So yeah, that was gross. I'm gonna play, Yonder, Cloud, Captor, whatever the fuck that game on the Switch is called, and keep reading Nice Girls by Catherine Dang. Nice Girls by Catherine Dang is also a thriller that I am disappointed with so far, and unless it gets much more interesting, I have about an hour left of it, unless it gets much more interesting, it's not gonna get a great rating, because I'm bored. And like, I knew who done it 5 ever ago, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close out the vlog though, because I am gonna be at my husband's parents' house until Tuesday, and then I won't be, when I'm back here, he's coming back here, so I may not get a whole lot of filming done even for next week. Might have to take a week off of vlogging, we'll see. I don't really like to do that because I like to stay ahead of, 2 weeks ahead with content, but who knows, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go. Hope you guys are having a great day. I will catch you guys next week at Tuesday, 10 a.m. Central Standard, and on Thursday at 10 a.m. Central Standard. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and share. Take your meds, take care of yourself, yada yada yada. Y'all know the drill. Okay, thanks, bye.